What's up, guys? It's Cypher, and we're doing an educational commentary. If you guys are not currently subscribed to this channel, be sure to click that subscribe button and like the video for more educational commentaries. I like to land here in squad tournaments, so I'm actually just gonna land here for this solo. It's basically like landing in Slurpy Swamp, except you don't have 25 people landing with you. You see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Like, there's about 20 people right there landing in Slurpy. So I'm gonna land here, still get the same benefits of having the Slurpy fish, of having the, you know, shield containers. This is a pretty underrated spot. Don't get angry that I'm sharing this spot. Like, the spot is known, but I personally like it a lot. If a lot of people start landing here because I shared it, I'm sorry, but that's just how it goes. So right off the rip, I land right here and I just get the shields I want. Don't have to worry about using shields or looking for shields. Don't forget about these. You can break those for a quick 10. As you know, you can like use a cone to break these, but you only get one set of heals instead of if you break each individual one, you'll get more. The thing you got to remember though is like right when you land, you don't have any metal or like mats, so it doesn't really matter that you have to break each individual one. You're getting that just a little bit of metal on the way. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try to be a little quick here because I don't want this to be a dry like 5-kill game. You know how half lobby's already dead because for some reason 30 people landed in Slurpy and the other 30. Oh, there's actually a guy above me. I'm gonna take the high ground here. He's shooting me out. Stay high, spray, stay high because he has a shotgun. I want to create distance. Shooting us out. I'm gonna drop down. I'm gonna go back up. Sounds like he's nading. There we go. So like that, we were at a huge disadvantage that whole fight because he had a shotgun and materials and shields, and we only had an AR. So we just kept trying to keep our distance from him, and eventually like you're kind of forced to take that fight. But at least I took it by jumping out from around the corner and shooting with my AR and just like staying consistent with my shots. Sure, we almost died there, but he really should have killed us, but we didn't just give up. First thing we did is we kept building higher and higher to try to like make him uncomfortable. It was also somewhat of a mat check. Like we had 200 mats and he might have had like 30 mats. Like he might have just not been farming, but he did farm a little bit just so he could kind of keep up a little bit. So we just kind of drained him of his mats a little bit. And then after that, eventually we hid and waited for the right time to strike. It's not an easy fight. It wasn't a clean fight either, but when you have an AR, no shotgun, you definitely aren't gonna have a clean, easy fight. That's for sure. But like I said, like we haven't even had to use any shields. We're still back up to almost 200. We should be able to get 200 here real quick. All right, so this is the loadout. Let's move in. Only got 3 shots. I've been using the pump a little bit more lately after the TAC got the headshot multiplier nerf. I'll do like an updated video on this, but basically what I've been doing is I've been taking the blue pump over the gray and green tack. What's that, guys? These guys seem like they have a lot of mats and they're fighting hard. Yeah, they're like fighting really hard. I don't know how to get the nade like from this angle. It's a bit tough of a nade. Looks like this guy's trying to knock him down. Just gonna take some shots, make them a little uncomfortable. Tags on both. I don't really know how to get the nade to like blow up right above these guys. Like I'm just gonna throw it up in the air, but I don't think this is really gonna do anything. Yeah. These type of nades are a lot harder to pull off than like when you're on the same elevation. Both guys seem to be shooting each other back and forth pretty hard. 111 extra break right here. Remember, I only have 3 pump shots, so I gotta make sure I make them count. There we go. I knew he was weak, so I just kind of kept trying to pressure him, and I kept trying to take the walls, and then eventually I just went for the edit pump play. But he gave me what I needed. A little bit lower health now. The guy above me, he can't be too healthy, considering they were just fighting and I tagged both of them up. But he just landed above me and he's actually just standing still as the storm is closing. I don't want to fight this guy in the storm. I'm going to build up and kind of bait him into shooting me. I honestly didn't hear him run away. So he could just be hiding, waiting for the opportunity. But we also don't have a lot of time on our hand to be waiting like this. Someone's telling me that he died, like he dropped and died. That's also a possibility. I wasn't paying attention to the kill feed. Also, I didn't hear like the death sound. Usually you hear the full death sound, but I didn't hear that. There's people fighting on top of that island. One of them just got killed. We're down to 10 enemies left. Alright. I guess the secret now is if you want to win, just like land on the outskirts and you make a top 10. Alright. Circle's closing. I'm just going to build over this guy. Side. Look for the shotgun shot. Oh, that's unfortunate. I'm going to go ahead and heal back up the full. Now he might be a little more aggressive, so he might try to like take my wall and actually fight. There we go. He, I could tell that he was setting up to jump into my box. By the way, he was like, standing. So he had the ramp above him, and then he like jumped in. I closed it off, and then I put a trap on the roof and kill him. Like a pump shot, and then he ramps, and then he dies to the trap. So like that type of player, he's probably gonna play really passive and look for a shot. And then once he got the shot, he felt a little more comfortable to where he can actually fight. And that's where we outplay him. Like he just like we were playing okay offensively, but we made a mistake. Like we missed the shotgun shot, like we missed the trade, and it kind of put us in a bad spot. But we were able to just kind of play patient in our box, and he made a mistake by jumping in. You never want to jump into my box. And if you guys get good with the traps, you'll also have the same trapping skill, to where if people jump in your box like that, it's almost a guaranteed death if you have a trap on you. No, but I'll take that blue tack. So I've been taking the blue pump over like the green and gray tack, but the blue tack I'll still take it over blue pump most of the times. Two players were fighting over there on the edge. Don't know if they're actually in circle or not, but I'm gonna move in that direction. Usually when you see like a big build fight like that, even the winner of that build fight, a lot of times they're going to be in shambles and not have like healing. Fortunately, we got hit, but it doesn't really concern me too much because we're at 150 and like we're kind of back up at 150. He's actually pushing me. I'm going to bait him with a trap. Editing out. Swapping to metal. Gonna take my wall. He dropped down lower than me. I'm moving away from these nades. They're well-placed nades. Putting suppression on this guy. Now we're in the middle, so we definitely don't want to be in the middle here. Gonna be up top. Go for a trap play on this guy. If he ramps over me, he's gonna get trapped. See what he does. If he starts shooting with this, I'm gonna just try to tag him. That guy ramped over the top. I'm above. Kind of knew he was gonna do that. Down to 300 mats. Getting knocked down. That's okay. Catch ourselves real quick. take that wall back. I'm gonna go ahead and put these minis on. We know this guy's weak, so we gotta put some pressure on this guy. Attack does a lot of damage to walls, so like if you wall's weak like that, you could very easily take your wall back. I think he left. I only have 189 wood, so I definitely gotta play like extremely aggressive here. It's not even my roof. I mean, if you want to do something, you gotta do something. You're not really doing anything. You're just being. All right, we might have to push this guy because he's just trying to run us out of mats. There we go. Better player wins, chat. We played patient. We knew that we had to push him because he looked like he just was trying to run us out of our materials. So we had to make a play on him, and we eventually did. We just played patient, kind of like ran around him, looked for openings, and eventually found it. Now we have all the mats we want. This guy's trying to take. He took my roof. I'm gonna let him take the roof. When he opens it, I'm gonna go for a shot. He's gonna try. Wait, this guy's gonna try to do is he's gonna try to ramp me. So he's gonna open up and then he's gonna try to put a ramp in my box. And I'm gonna be ready to like even if he takes it. Okay, even if he puts the ramp, I'm close enough to the wall where it doesn't matter. Opportunity presented itself. Now we have like extra floppers, so I'm just gonna eat this extra shield. There's 2 players remaining. Having the bowl in my hand might not be a bad thing right now, but the SMG is also not a bad thing to have. There's a guy over there. I don't even think he knows I'm here, to be honest with you. Oh, he does. He's like trying to like peek me. Like, I think I'm gonna keep the SMG just because the burst is really strong, but without spray weapon, it's gonna be hard to finish some of these guys off. The snipe would be nice, but it's not guaranteed that we'll get a snipe hit. There's 2 people left. There's a guy over there. We don't know where the other guy is. I'm trying to locate the other guy before I like make any aggressive moves. We do have to go straight, so. Phone's ringing, but can't take that right now. We gotta go straight. It's a bit of a drop. I think that guy dropped out too. I mean, he certainly has to. Yeah, they're fighting right now. Just build over the top. Get our AUG ready. Some good hits. Sounds like he just dropped. Both these guys are weak, so let's just start taking the roof. He's trying to trap me. That's okay. Trying to trap me again. At this point, what we do is we just drop. I don't want to like engage in a really crazy build fight. He has really good ping. He's taking my walls like first try. I'll hit him for 100 right there. Then I'll put some pressure on him. He's drinking 80 right hand peek, which is too good. Remember, the SMG can shoot through walls. So that's a trick right there that I learned from Bugha. I was watching Bugha the other day. It's actually a very simple trick, but I want to show you guys this in replay real quick, just so we can add on to the commentary. But I'm glad I was able to execute it there. It's actually not a complicated trick, but it's something you have to remind yourself to do so you can beat your opponent. And I was watching Bugha play, and I watched him do this exact technique, and I want to show you guys how it works, why it works, and why you should like get in the habit of doing this. Because a lot of times when a player edits out the top, I feel like I just kind of try to go for a trap play, and a lot of good players are going to block you off from even attempting that. So I go against a lot of players, sometimes really good, sometimes really bad, and the bad players allow me just to like cone them and then trap them. The good players potentially trap me, or they block me off from even going for the trap by putting a floor in a wall real quick. But let me show you exactly what the technique is, and you'll see the prediction. Like I set this up way before it even happened, and I want to give credit to Bugha. He's an excellent 1v1 box player, excellent player overall, World Cup champion. I was watching a stream the other day, and I picked up this technique. I don't know if he's the person who came up with it, probably not, but that's just who I learned it from. So let's talk about it. So we put pressure on this guy, and we knew this guy was like a kind of aggressive player from the beginning, like how he kept trying to trap me. So as we take this right hand peek, we want to position ourselves on the right side first of all, because we don't want him to ramp over us and trap us. Second thing is, we know that he's like willing to make aggressive plays. So right here, from my perspective, he makes an edit. I have my shotgun already out. Look at that. I'm already predicting this. I have my shotgun out, and I'm heavily leaning so that to the left, so that I have a good right side peek on this guy. Right side advantage on this guy. So he tries to take a shot, and we hit him. He doesn't hit us. And the reason why that happens is because let's go to his perspective, and let's see how this looks on his perspective. Where are we? Where are we? We're behind a wall. He can't even see us. There was not a chance that this guy could shoot at us, because we positioned ourselves on his right, and we peeked him from the right side, and he was not able to take a shot at us. We were completely covered. So that's one quick tip. We're on the side. We take his wall. We peek. He has no chance at even hitting us. Look, I'm slowing this down. We can see him. He can't see us. That's right hand peek. He can barely see us. But realistically, he's not getting that shot off. And then here is where the trick from Bugha comes in handy. So we start trying to take pressure on this guy, take his walls. He goes up. Now we notice that he always edits up when we take his wall. So it's a very common thing to do. Editing up. You're going up, which means you're taking height. You're also going away from the box. So we put some pressure here. He's blocking back. We take his wall, and he already has a ramp down. So like realistically speaking, we take the wall, and if we go for like the edit, and then we start shooting the ramp, potentially he's just gonna edit over the top of us if he's quick enough. If we're quick enough, we could shoot out his ramp before he goes up, but potentially he edits over the top of us. So I don't even go for the ramp. I edit just to show to him that I'm about to start shooting your ramp. But I don't go for the ramp. I put a wall right here. And just as he's editing up, he gets blocked off by our wall. And look, we're already going for the edit. He closes off. But now what can he do? He can't do anything. This is our wall. Even if he places a ramp here, we're going to be on the good side of the ramp. It's not going to block us off. We shoot him, and we close our wall. So the trick that I learned from Bugha is, when you take that wall, you start putting pressure, you immediately just try to make sure you block off this side once you see them going up. I kind of preemptively went up, but realistically, you don't want to be that quick, because if you're that quick, a better player might have noticed this. but he was obviously under pressure and he just edited it up anyways. But you want to block this off. You block this off, you really catch him in a bad spot, and you kill him. So thank you guys so much for watching this educational commentary. Make sure you guys like the video, and if you want to see more of this, subscribe to the channel. I'll see you guys next time.